Hello everyone, this is Teacher Juvie and I will be your guide for today's lesson.
For today's lesson, we will define and identify percentage, rate or percent, and base. Let us read the situation. In the class of Miss May, she divided her students into 8 groups. She presented different kinds of fruits and asked each group to choose their favorite fruit. Among the fruits presented, 2 groups chose papaya as their favorite fruit. To solve the problem, we have to know the 3 important elements, which are the rate, the base, and the percentage. So let us give the ratio of the number of groups who chose papaya to the total number of groups. So based on the situation, 2 grupo ang pumili ng papaya as their favorite fruit out of 8 groups. So kung ipe-present natin siya sa ratio, that is 2:8. Or sa fractional form naman, that is 2/8 or 2/8. Naaalala niyo pa ba kung paano mag-convert ng fraction sa percent? So gagawin natin ulit yon. So we have 2/8. So ano bang una nating step doon? Kailangan ng ating denominator ay nasa 100 kasi percent ang kinukuha natin. So ano bang number ang i-multiply natin sa 8 para ang sagot natin ay 100? Okay, so ganito gawin natin. Ang 100 kapag hinati natin sa dalawa, that is 50. And 50 hatiin natin sa dalawa, that is 25. And yung 25 hatiin natin sa dalawa, that is 12 and 5/10. Therefore, para maging 100 ang 8, i-multiply natin siya sa 12 and 5/10. Kung ano yung multiply natin sa ating denominator, ganun din yung gagawin natin sa ating numerator. Kaya yung ating product is 25 hundredths. Since 100 na ang kanyang denominator, mas mabilis na natin siyang mako-convert sa percent. So, we now have 25%. We can also write 25% of 8 is 2. So, kung sabihin natin, ang 25% daw ng 8 ay 2. Then, dito sa ating phrase na 25% of 8 is 2, i-identify natin alin ba dyan yung rate, alin dyan yung percentage, at alin yung base. So, yung 25%, yan yung rate. Yung base natin is yung 8, at yung percentage natin is 2. So, paano natin nasabi na yan yung tawag sa kanila? So, malalaman natin yan. Okay, so since na-introduce natin yung mga terms na rate, percentage, and base, so, you should know that they have relationship. So, yung tatlong yon ay tatlong elements na yon ay may relationship. Kung saan, ang percentage ay equivalent kapag multiply natin ang rate at ang base. Ipapakilala ko na rin sa inyo itong tinatawag na Techans triangle, wherein magagamit natin ito kapag tayo ay kukuha ng isang element or pag may missing element, halimbawa nawawala ang percentage, gagamitin natin ang Techans triangle. Pag nawawala ang rate, gagamit tayo ng Techans triangle, at also pag nawawala ang base. Let's go back on how to identify the elements dito sa ating phrase na 25% of 8 is 2. So, sinabi natin ng 25% is rate. Paano natin nasabi? Based sa definition ng rate, 25% is the rate or percent. It is given as percent or it is the number followed by a percent sign in the given problem. It can be expressed as ratio 25 to 100 or 25 hundredths. So, tandaan nyo lang na ang rate ay laging may katabing or may kakambal na percent symbol. So, since ang 25% may katabi siyang percent symbol, kaya siya ang rate. Next naman, 8 is the base. So, how can we say that 8 is the base? 8 is called the base because it is the whole or the total number of which you take the percent. So, ito yung kabuuan. Tatandaan nyo lang din na ang base ay laging sinusundan or after ng word na of. Yan. So, pag may nakita kayong of, tapos after niya is number. So, that is the base. Ito yung kabuuan. The last element is the percentage. So, 2 is the percentage. Bakit natin nasabi na ang 2 ang percentage? It is because 2 is part of the wholes. Diba? Part yung 2 ng kabuuan. Ano ba yung kabuuan? Diba? 8. And it is also the resulting fractional part of the base. Kumbaga sa fraction, siya yung numerator at ang ating base na 8, ito yung ating denominator. And tatandaan nyo rin na ang percentage ay lagi namang sinusundan or after ng word na is. Okay, so let's have this activity. Fill in the blanks with the correct word or phrase to complete the sentence. So meron tayo ditong sample problem or situation. 75% of the 40 pupils of Mrs. Santiago like mathematics. 30 pupils are math lovers. So, we say that 75% of Mrs. Santiago are math lovers. In the given problem, 40 is our base because it represents the whole or the total number of pupils. So, ito yung kabuuang bilang ng estudyante ni Mrs. Santiago. Kaya, ang 40 ang ating base. Then 75% is the rate because it is the ratio between the number of pupils who are math lovers and the total number of pupils. So, yon yung rate niya. Tsaka tatandaan din natin na ang rate ay laging may katabing percent symbol. Then, 30 pupils is the percentage because it is part of the whole. So, yung 30 pupils, part siya ng kabuuan which is the 40, which are 40 pupils. So, part siya ng 40 pupils. Let us continue identifying the base, the rate, and percentage in the given problem. Write in the proper table the base, the rate, and the percentage of the given problem. So, ito yung ating table. I-identify natin kung alin ba dun sa problem ang rate, ang base, at ang percentage. So, let's start with this problem. There are 36 fruits in a basket. 18 of them are mangoes. 50% of them are mangoes. So, unahin natin i-identify ang rate since mabilis na siyang makita dito sa problem. So, ang ating rate is 50%. Simple lang dahil may katabi siyang percent symbol. Next naman, i-identify natin yung base. So, ang base natin dito ay yung 36 kasi ito yung total number of fruits na nasa basket. Then, ang ating percentage, which is the part of a whole, that is 18. Kasi daw, 18 daw, sa 36 na prutas na yon ay mga mangga. So, 18 ang ating percentage. Okay, let's have another problem. Nico deposited 500 pesos in the bank at 9% interest a year. He earns 45 pesos in a year. Again, i-identify natin ang rate. So, napakabilis nating makita kung anong dyan ang rate. Ang rate ay 9% dahil may katabi siyang percent symbol. Then, ang base natin, ito yung 500 pesos kasi ito yung kabuang pera na dineposito niya sa bangko. Then, yung part ng base natin, yun yung ating percentage, and that is 45 pesos. Next problem. In a test, Dominic got 90% of the questions correctly. From a 20-item test, he answered 18 questions correctly. Again, let's identify what is the rate. So, based on the problem, napakabilis nating ma-identify ang rate, and that is 90%, again, dahil meron siyang percent symbol. Then, the base dito, ano dito yung kabuuan? Okay, so yung 20, dahil yung ilang items ba lahat ng test, diba? 20. Then, yung nakuha niya out of 20 items ay 18. Kaya, yun yung ating percentage because 18 is part of 20. Okay, let's have another problem. Adele has 120 pesos remaining on her weekly allowance. It is 40% of the 300 pesos allowance she received this week. Okay, so let us identify the rate in this problem. So again, mabilis nating makita ang rate because lagi siyang may katabing percent symbol. That is 40%. And yung ating base, ito dapat yung kabuuan. So, ano bang magkanong allowance bang nare-receive niya sa isang week? So, ang ating base is yung 300 pesos. And yung percentage natin dito, yung natitira daw sa kanyang weekly allowance, that is 120 pesos. So, yung 120 pesos is part of the base, which is 300 pesos. Let's have this problem. In every 7 bananas, there are 3 mangoes. 70% of the fruits are bananas. So, if we're going to identify the rate in this problem, that is 70%. Then, let us first identify the percentage dahil hindi binanggit sa problem yung base or yung kabuuan. So, ang ating percentage dito is 7. Kasi 7 yung bananas. Then, if we're going to identify the base, i-analyze natin yung problem. So, sa kada 7 banana, may 3 mangga. So, 70% of the fruits are bananas. Kung i-add natin yung banana sa mangga, that is equal to 10. Therefore, ang base natin is 10. And 7 is 70% of 10. Ito yung mga dapat nating tandaan para mas mabilis nating ma-identify ang rate, ang base, at ang percentage. So, always remember that rate is followed by percent symbol. So, pag doon sa phrase, may nakita na kayo, o doon sa problem, may nakita na kayong percent symbol, that is the rate. Okay, next is base refers to the total or whole. So, tatandaan nyo na ito yung kabuuan, yung base, ito yung kabuuan. So, sa phrase naman, lagi siyang sinusundan ng, or katabi niya yung word na of. Yun yung palatandaan ko para mabilis ko ma-identify na base yun. Yung word na of. Okay, next, percentage is a part of the whole. So, kumbaga sa fraction, ito yung ating numerator. So, part siya ng kabuuan. Ang palatandaan ko naman sa percentage is lagi naman siyang sinusundan ng word na is.
Thanks for watching this video. Hit like if you learned something from this video and don't forget to subscribe on this channel. Thank you so much.